What up, guys? Welcome back to another update video. So we are in the middle of a run. Just figured I'd kind of pause it. Just a little milestone push because I'm getting stone greedy. So a bit has happened since the update, mostly just on the lab end, finishing some overall important stuff with the new income that I picked up. So let's get so 10 stones. We're at wave 6. Wait, 730. Oh, weekly box. That's right. Okay. Cool. That makes it easier. So we're getting closer to 910. I'm saving for the gold tower black hole sink, which is getting closer with this now. I doubt I'll make it to 1,000, but that'd be nice. Or at least 750 for some extra gems. So since the last video, I'll just start with the labs. As I mentioned, I've been working on 2x all day. I did get, since I have so much stockpile, I can actually squeeze in like a 3x every so often, which is nice. So right now the plan is to finish out defense percent up until 23. We're going to max out black hole coin bonus. I believe that's another like 2.5 weeks or so, maybe 3 weeks to finish this off, which will be good. I believe it is 2 more for Golden Tower. 2.5. I was originally going to take Deathwave Health to 25, but I think 20 is just a nice stopping point. The effective health has definitely pushed me over. I'm not sure about finishing these last 10 levels. I might just kind of sprinkle it in when the defense slot opens back up. And then we're on our way to getting standard perks finished at, or not finished, but up to 15. So overall, with how the labs are looking right now, it's a good start. And just to make it easier, this is one of the few times I did at least a little bit of prep before the video. Common drop chance, I finished maxing that out, thankfully. Deathwave health was at 14 last time. I picked up package after boss. Reroll shards went up to 20. Daily missions went up to 15. I've got the extra black hole now, which I forgot about that. That's amazing. I got another level of Deathwave cells, but I'm going to keep sliding this in. And I put lab speed back. I haven't started it again, but I think I will probably do 60 to 65, which, if I remember right, is about 3 weeks right now. Maybe I might even just go to level 70, permit it. We'll see, but for the most part, what my plan is looking like is kind of slotting in reroll and daily mission once all the EHP stuff is kind of finished. We'll slot these in as we need. Probably bump up some Deathwave coin. And I'm kind of considering doing band perks. Just getting another level on it because I know the level after this is like 140 bill or something like that. So it's going to take quite a while to get the 5th ban. I'll probably wait on that because I just want to, keep the econ going for now. But that's kind of where the main labs I'm focusing on and what my current plan is looking like. So I'll just kind of go through some of the other stuff. Again, attack speed's at 65, damage in that is just sitting at 40 still. I stopped health at 50, and I think I might just honestly keep it there for a good while. I'm not sure if this is worth starting yet or not. I believe it's overall relatively inexpensive. But bosses aren't necessarily my problem since, I'm just killing them with thorns. Coins per kill, I might just get it back to a nice number at 65. I'm not sure, but, I'll throw this back in eventually. I am getting to the point where I can maybe consider like a level or so of recovery package chance, but I'm sure it'll scale up to a point I can't afford it. Attack level, I was thinking about this. I heard people say it's like not a super impactful lab necessarily, but it is like 510 levels is pretty inexpensive and short, so I'm not sure. I don't know if there's going to be like an appropriate time for me. You know, I could probably just throw this in on my fill slot eventually once that opens up. Maybe just put it in for like a day or two and it'll be good. And then down to ultimate weapons. This is where stuff is kind of all over the place for me. A lot of this is older, you know, from past videos. I've done it in between videos or whatever. I snuck another level of chrono field duration. I was thinking of getting it up to 15, maybe even 20, but taking it to 15 is going to be a while. I just know it's a relatively long lab. And then on top of that, heavy amount of stones to get the duration up. So again, probably these will be like fill slots when I just feel like I have nothing better to do. GT duration, that's paused again. Because again, these I think if I have 2 slots to fill, I think it'll be like 5 days to finish off these to 14, so I'm not really worried. Missile amplifier, yeah. I mean, smart missiles are going to be more endgame anyway, so I'm not super worried. I'm at 20 levels of that, okay. I think Spotlight will probably be the first ultimate I buy again, but I'm not sure. Figure it'll help with the econ as opposed to the crowd control offered by inner landmines and poison swamp, but that remains to be seen. I'm still just kind of riding the EHP wave. I know I have to think about a hybrid or a Devo build soon, but overall, just kind of keeping it chill for now. I can afford this at some point. It's actually not that expensive to me now, but I don't think it's necessary outside of tournament or Death Defy, so auto pick. I was thinking of another level, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. It helps when I actually need to do a lot more AFK runs now, so it might come in handy that I don't get stuck with some run enders. And then yeah, bot research, enemy research, all that's too expensive or not worth it. I was kind of looking at these, but I don't think it's appropriate yet. Maybe in a couple months, I don't know. But yeah, no, that's where the labs are at. That's kind of where the bulk of the progress has come. You know, getting the double black hole has just been amazing. Really like an amazing improvement. And then modules, where we are at with mods. So they're the same as last time. Getting the extra shards from improving daily mission shards has definitely helped. And the reroll shards has helped kind of bring back a lot of the lost dice I've used on silly things. So I need a couple more Harmony conductors if I'm going to take this to Ancestral. And then I did find a second copy of Being Annihilator. I guess this is... I'm not sure. I think this is better than the Rend armor, because obviously I don't use Rend. So I was thinking maybe I'll go ahead and use this. I haven't even, you know, re-rolled it or anything, but it's not like damage is important again either, so that's kind of why I'm just letting this sit for now. Maybe it'll be more useful later, but I got something out of it. And of course, I managed to pull a second Singularity Harness, but I'm not using that, so I'm just still sitting on my Epic G comp for now. Generators have been the absolute worst of luck for me. Like, it's literally just the 2 Sings and the 1 G comp and this Pulsar. But on the armor side, I believe, yeah, I got another Space Displacer. Things are all relatively the same there. And then, why do I let? Okay, Chrono Sync's having fun over here. On the core side, which seems like where most of my mods end up being, I did pull... I don't know why I can't find it suddenly, but... Oh, yeah, it's in front of my face. There's another dim core, so I'm just waiting on that extra copy, which will be nice. I can boost this up. And then I'm kind of just debating if I want to take this to, Legendary Plus, wait for the second copy, take it up to Mythic, or if I just want to try and take this up to Mythic Plus. I feel like waiting on the next dim might be smarter, but we'll just kind of see. And hey, we'll do a poll while we're here, right? You guys have been good luck. Ooh, all right. Well, that at least gets me 2 multiverses. So, neat. And of course, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that now. But that's kind of where the mod's at. Nothing really crazy from the last video. So we'll just kind of keep grinding, keep making sure we're grabbing our gems, and we'll see what we pull. And nothing's really changed with cards. Slower is maxed out. We're really getting close to maxing out like this row. This row's getting pretty close also. And then we can kind of just move on to the rares and epics slowly. And just kind of jump into the run. We'll see how we're doing. And yes, some more gems. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, and of course it won't tell me what the heat condition is. Oh wow, I'm missing I'm missing all the symbols. That's fun. That's a visual I haven't seen yet on emulator. I don't know if it's because I'm just recording or what, but so we are starting to get some chip HP, so this run will probably be lost relatively soon. Yeah, I got all the perks pretty quick on this run, and then 2 def percent with Black Hole was like the first ones, and then Orbs and Chrono came up afterwards, so that's kind of nice at the very least. And here's just the current multiplier for anyone curious. Relics and themes are really putting in work. And I'm always just curious. I always want to keep clicking around. So yeah, we got our box for the week, and finally I've got all the cosmetics. So now it's time to work on the relics. This 2% boost to health will be nice. I'm not super worried about the damage, but it'll help the chain lightning. It'll help. Oh, cool. Help the chain lightning and a couple other things. So for now, it was useful. And then good old steel. I've seen people talking about the upgrade path for it. Same thing for attack. How these seem to go up by 1, and then maybe you scale up the percentage with it. Applicable to steel anyway. I believe the attack and ally people have speculated different paths. I'm not sure. I'm just keeping it as is for now. I'll worry about it at the end of the season, and we'll kind of just see what the future of Guardians looks like. I'm very curious if they're going to introduce labs, kind of like how bots have it, but I don't know. And I believe they did fix a little, I don't know if it was a glitch or just unintended or whatever, but you used to be able to actually buy these shards and it wouldn't go up in price, but now I see in the Discord you can make 3 purchases and the cost does go up with each purchase. So if anyone was curious, that's already been figured out. Obviously, these scale up, and I kind of regret buying the Guardian off-rip with 15, but, it is what it is. So we'll kind of jump back in here, and damn it, we'll just see what random gives us. Of course, ILM is going to do nothing. Losing some assets on screen, but yeah, no, your Guardian just hangs out. I believe his little thing, I haven't paid super attention to it. Oh, there it is. You see that little... Yeah, the little red thing that if you guys saw that, that's what goes out and attacks, does the damage. I believe it has a stat page 2. It might be down here actually. Yeah, guardian damage. So it's not. It's contributing. We'll put in air quotes. But yeah, no. This is a relatively quick update, guys. Just kind of wanted to throw in a little bit of the lab progress, and I guess I'll just show the stats also. Again, I've been hanging around 5, 6, 7. So you see, like, my coins have definitely been spiking, and the double black hole has been helping. We'll see how the tournament goes. I've been really consistent, actually, lately. That's what I meant to pull up with the tournament, but I've been around like the middle road of plat. I did get last tournament, I believe I was around like 6th or 7th, and then got sniped at the end, dropped down to 10th. So I have been doing a pretty good job of at least pushing in tournaments lately. I don't think I'm going to be promoting into champ and then doing a flip flop anytime soon, but it's a good sign of where progression has been for me. So I'm very thankful for that, and we'll just kind of see how things keep progressing. So I'll keep pushing on this little tier here. We'll see if I get any stones out of it, and just keep adding to the collection. I believe it'll be this tournament, next tournament, plus the weekly boxes will push me to getting the sync. If not, it might be like one extra tournament, but I'm overall pretty happy with that. So it's pretty good progress. And yeah, other than that, guys, that's really all I wanted to talk about tonight. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening. And as always, really appreciate you checking it out. Good luck on your journeys and have a great night.